Panther family, how are we doing out there? I know this is an exciting week for all of us. We got the tournament coming up, and my guest tonight could not be more perfect for that. I got a Panther basketball legend here. This guy helped lead the Georgia State men's team to two consecutive Sun Belt championships back in 2018, 2019. He's actually third all-time in three-pointers in school history. So this dude is a badass. And my guest tonight is Mr. Devin Mitchell. I could not be more honored to have him on. I'm a huge fan of his. I have been a fan for years now. So I'm super excited to do this interview. I know you guys are going to be excited to listen to it too. So I'll go ahead and give the mic to Devin and let him kind of introduce himself to those of you who may not know him.
I appreciate the intro, man. What's up, Panther fam? D Mitch checking in, man. 2-4. Glad to be able to connect with everybody a little bit for the big game, for the big Thursday game. So appreciate you having me, man.
Of course, man. Of course. Huge honor. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the questions. And first question, I just ask all the student athletes, even former student athletes like yourself. So we'll just start off with the normal one. So in your best memory, what was your favorite part about being a student athlete at Georgia State? And I think it's a great question for you because you're a transfer. So I mean, you got the experience at two different schools. So what was your favorite part about being a Georgia State student athlete?
That's a good question. My favorite part, I would have to say just being in the city. I was coming from Tuscaloosa, and you ever been to Tuscaloosa, Alabama? It's not like much to do out there.
Yeah.
So being able to come from like a smaller town, even though it's a big college town, just being from Atlanta and being going to high school and stuff out here, it's a bit different from being in a big city and then going to a smaller town. So I just like being back in Atlanta. Much more things to do, more people I knew. So being in Atlanta is probably the best part about being a Georgia State student. That's what I would go with.
Okay. Hell yeah, man. I actually kind of, not with basketball, but had a similar path in life. I actually grew up in Alabama and lived in Tuscaloosa for about 4 or 5 years and then moved to Atlanta when I was in middle school. So
Really?
So I lived in Tuscaloosa for a little bit too, man. I agree with you. They're and that was actually pre-Saban years. So I agree with you, man. There ain't nothing to do there.
Let me ask you then, what'd you think of Tuscaloosa?
Honestly, man, like it was I mean, I was a little kid, so I had my group of friends and we rode our bikes and played tackle football at the park and stuff. So, I mean, it was fine. It wasn't anything, but I'm sure at your age, when you're a little bit older, I would have preferred to be in a bigger city for sure.
Facts. There's nothing wrong with T-Town. Like T-Town. Sorry, I keep looking up to my TV's like right here, so I got the games on. I just was watching.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I actually got it on in the background too, so you're good.
Yeah. But you know how T-Town is. It's just a little slower for you're a little older, but it was still fun though.
Right.
Still fun though.
Good deal, man. Good deal. So you actually never played for Coach Lanier. You actually only played for Coach Hunter. And I gotta ask, man, is that guy just as goofy off the camera or off the court as he is on? Because he is still to this day a Panther family favorite. Like we all love that guy. Like he has such a personality. Like I was watching the Conference USA tournament with Tulane just like this last week, and he was just cracking me up, man. Like the halftime interviewer is like telling him like, man, you look good. Like, I don't know. He's just such a goofy dude. So I got to ask, like, is he that goofy off the camera, or is it just kind of like, he puts on a little bit of a show for everybody?
No, he's actually he's like that most times. Usually when you're around Coach Hunter, man, like he's always making some type of joke about whatever your hair, what you wear that day. There's gonna be something, but when it's game time, he locked in. But other than that, yeah, he's joking, he's playing. That's just who he is.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, no, he seems like just the goofiest dude. I actually met RJ a couple of times now. And yeah. RJ's pretty goofy himself, so. But
right. It runs in the family. They're a fun group to be around.
Yeah, I bet, man. I bet. Well, that actually is a perfect segue into my next question. we were talking about you were at Alabama before, and you were actually at Alabama the season that RJ hit that shot. And I don't even have to go in further detail about that because any Panther family knows exactly what shot I'm talking about. So were RJ's shot and Coach Hunter's little tumble that is very famous now when he fell out of his stool, were those like any influence for you to transfer to Georgia State? I mean, I know Georgia State at the end of the day, like, definitely isn't as big of a name as an Alabama or anything like that. So was that any influence at all for you to come to Georgia State?
Nah, the biggest actually. When RJ hit the shot, it's a funny story a little bit. I was practicing for the NIT, Alabama. I was at Alabama, and my roommate, his name was Justin Coleman. He was from Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
So like in our locker room, we had both games on, and UAB was playing Iowa State, and Georgia State was about to tip off against Baylor, literally like the exact same time. We like, dang man, like both just went to our hometown schools. We both be playing in the NCAAs right now. So we went to practice. And then we came out of practice, and literally RJ was coming up, like they were coming up the court to hit that shot, and UAB had just won. So we were like, yo, UAB won, and RJ literally 15 seconds later hits the shot. Me and my roommate look at each other like, wow. So yeah, that was one of the bigger influences for me. Just not being in it freshman year, wanting to be in it. We were really close to getting in it. We didn't get in. And then seeing Georgia State get in it, obviously ended up transferring. Making it to the tournament has always been kind of like one of my things, but being at Georgia State, doing it at home, just seeing how they did it, and like the chaos that it created.
Right.
All the recognition everybody got in Atlanta, like it was definitely something I was like, yeah, I would want to be a part of something like that. So
hell yeah, man. Thank you for sharing that. And that's why I asked, man, because I would expect that something like that for a school a little bit smaller like Georgia State would just really impact kids to actually want to come play here. So I mean, yeah, man. Thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. I gotta ask real quick. Did your roommate end up going to UAB?
He went to
Sanford. Okay.
So that's right in Birmingham too. So
I was about to say that's right in Birmingham. So same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. we both went home. So that's for sure.
I feel that, man.
He definitely made it. Never made it back.
Oh yeah, man. Home is where the heart is, for sure. So I got a couple more tourney questions because I mean it's that time of year, and you were very active in the tournament as a Panther yourself. So I definitely don't want to bring up any bad memories here or anything like that. But I do got to ask, which game left a little bit more of a sour taste in your mouth? The loss against Cincy or the loss against Houston the next year?
For some reason I missed that question, but I would say Cincy.
Okay.
And I would say Cincy because I felt like that year we matched up with them pretty well. They were a lot more physical than we were, I think, towards the end, and that's what wore us down. But I thought talent-wise, like guy for guy, we were just good. Outside of maybe like Gary Clark, but we had DeMarcus Simons. They didn't have a DeMarcus Simons. They had, we didn't have a Gary Clark, but it would come down to who's gonna have a better game between those two, we thought. And then the rest of us just kind of fill in the blanks. Like I felt like I was, me and Jeff could play with the Jacob Evans and Kimberlin. We could contain Justin Jennifer and things like that. So losing that one definitely hurt. And then if we had won, we felt really good about playing like Nevada, because they ended up beating Texas. We felt really good about that one, just because they didn't shoot very well. So they had just won right before us. And then if we had won that one, we're in the Sweet 16 in Atlanta.
Oof, that would have been huge, man. Yeah.
Right.
No,
so
man.
We're playing in Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel that, man. And hey, man,
we were bummed by that. Sorry.
Hey, man, we were all bummed, man, because that was a damn good team that year. And I didn't know it as much as you guys would, like, in the locker room, but I felt like we matched up good against Cincy too. And if I remember, that one was, pretty close for most of the game. I think the Houston one, they pulled away a little bit against us, but The Cincy one, I remember it being pretty close for the most part.
Yeah.
So you guys still made us proud though, man. We were still proud for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
that
it's
was a good one. We just kind of ran out of gas.
Yeah, and you know what, man, that's just gonna happen sometimes. But like we got, obviously, I know you've seen it, you've already tweeted about it. We got Gonzaga on Thursday, and I mean, I'm keeping the faith alive, but we're gonna have to play our best game to beat that team. That is a very good basketball team they got up there, up in the Northwest. But yeah, man. So now we'll talk about a little bit more of a positive.
I would say to that.
Say what now?
Okay, go ahead. No, sorry, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So a little more positive. Which of the two trips was more fun? I think Cincy was Nashville, and then the other one was Tulsa, I think.
Right.
So which of the two trips? Which one was more fun?
Well, it's NCAA tournament, so they're both fun.
Right.
We were basically we were in two places that you probably went vacation to, Nashville or Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
But if I had to say between the two, Nashville was probably more fun.
Okay.
Just because we had more fans be able to drive up and stuff like that. So,
right.
We had a lot more support out there in Nashville than we did in Tulsa. Like Tulsa was just like hard to get to. We were like the first week, I think we played like that Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So it was hard for everybody to get tickets to fly out to Tulsa, Thursday after we just played Sunday. So Tulsa was still a good experience, but Nashville was just homey, man. That's why I'm like sick of that sick taste in my mouth with Austin.
Right.
So.
I feel that, man. I feel that. And yeah, like if you would have, if I would have guessed which one was more fun, I probably would have guessed Nashville because you're right. It's probably got a little bit more to do in it than Tulsa, but like you said, man, I bet those trips are just got to be so fun regardless, because it's just such for you, a twice in a lifetime, but for a lot of people, man, a once in a lifetime thing. And so, it's just cool. So cool, man. So we'll switch it up a little bit. I was trying to see if I could find anything, but I couldn't get any research on you on this one. So what is Mr. Devin Mitchell up to these days?
So these days I am doing event operations. I work for a company called Rise Hoops out of Lake Point up in Emerson, Georgia. I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but basically run a lot of the grassroots events in Georgia, a lot of AAU events. We do some camps, a bunch of different things, just covering Georgia basketball though. So
okay.
I just started working there about 2 months ago. Before that, I was working with a drink company called Limit Perfect. So I was the area sales manager for them. And before that, I just played overseas for a little bit. And so after that, just got two regular jobs, man. I've been working in Atlanta, been back home.
Okay, man. I hear you, man. That's awesome. I think I actually saw you tweet the other day about it, that basketball thing you are running. You were at Walton High School in Marietta, Georgia. Was that correct?
Yeah.
That's
actually the first event that I planned.
Oh, hell yeah,
that's
man.
Where you went?
Yeah, that's where I went, man. That's my high school.
Oh. Okay, so we got two goats from out there. You and Ryan Harrow.
Yeah, man, Ryan Harrow. Yeah, Ryan was the grade above me, so I saw Ryan in the hallway every day. Oh yeah, man. Ryan was a living legend at Walton too. Like we were all convinced that dude was going to be putting up 25 and 10 in the NBA. Like we were convinced.
Now, he was the first person I saw actually at Georgia State when I first moved down here. My uncle took me to a game. It was like a lot of high schools used to play to stay in Georgia State. And Ryan Harrow was the guy we went to go see him. Dude put on a show. That was one of the first people I saw like throwing stuff.
He was nasty,
man. One of the best high school players I've ever seen. One of the best high school players I've ever seen. So,
dude, and that's what everybody says, man. Like myself included, everybody's like, he's seriously one of the best high school players like I've ever seen. I remember.
Yeah, I'm even
just make dudes look silly out there. Yeah.
And I'm even gonna take high school out. He's probably one of the best players I've seen handle the basketball. And, he's one of a kind for sure.
Oh yeah, no man, that dude is a true baller for sure. Cool, man, good deal. Yeah, no, I saw the Walton High School and I was like, hell yeah, man, that's my home. That's That's home.
Yeah, nah, it was a good gym too, man. Good gym.
Yeah, man. No, Walton's a nice school for sure. It it's crazy. It didn't look like that when me and Ryan went there. How that big old the parking garage and all those new buildings. Nah, man. Me and Ryan did not go to that school. They built all that stuff.
That's what I heard. A lot of that stuff was newer.
Oh yeah, no, it's a lot of it's like brand new, man. Like they built that in like the last 5 to 10 years. So, but yeah, man, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's always good to see that. So yeah, this actually kind of segues a little bit into my next question with what you're doing currently. But would you ever consider playing a role in the future on the Georgia State men's basketball team in really any capacity?
Did I like to? I'm sorry for cursing.
No, you're good, man.
No, I really, no, I would. I think it's important that we have that. I think it's important that every school, and they say, whatever, has somebody on the staff. Sorry,
no, you're good.
Break up.
No, you're good, man. Yeah, I still got you.
Okay, yeah. No, I think it's important for the kids, everyone to have. Every staff should have somebody that played at that school on your staff. This helps kids relate certain things that coaches come in and go, come and go all the time. So I just always think it's important to have somebody that has played there, won there, kind of embodies what the program is about, the school or the university. Maybe not just the basketball program, but somebody that actually, kind of embodies what the university is about too.
Right.
I think it's important to have somebody like that around. So I would love to come back home and work with Georgia State at some point. That would be dope. But I think every school in the country should have somebody that played there or something like that part of the staff, just for the kids. I think it helps a lot.
Oh yeah, no, man, I couldn't agree with you more. That's honestly why I was asking, is because I was hoping you would say that you were, wanting to do that one day. Because I mean, couldn't agree with you more. Where like if you're an alumni and a former player yourself of the school, like you're going to understand exactly like you said what the kids are going through and to help them understand the culture of the school. And I don't know. I think if that isn't already a position for college teams, they need to start looking into it, because I mean I couldn't agree with you more. So, but hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Devin Mitchell isn't on that coaching staff of some form here in the next few years. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Hey,
well, hell yeah, man.
Dope. That would definitely be dope.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Like Dan Ellington 2.0.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Well, cool, man. I got a few more questions here for you, so we'll wrap it up in a little bit. But these next couple are a little not off topic, but definitely not like anything that we've been talking about before. So these are just kind of get to know you a little bit better. So Devin, you're about to go on a 6-hour car ride. It's going to be just you, like doing it solo. What's going to be on your playlist, man? What artists, maybe podcasts, like what are you going to be listening to on that 6-hour car ride?
Am I driving there today or am I driving at night?
Ooh, okay. Let's do night. I think night drives are a little better.
Okay, so if I'm night riding, I probably got some good R&B, some Drake, some Drizzy for sure. Who else probably would I have in there? Bryson Tiller. I don't know who that is. Probably
Okay. Oh yeah, no, I know Bryson.
Travis, some old Travis, some slow down Migos. Good little R&B, hip hop, slow mix though. Nothing too upbeat at night.
Okay, but, I like that. I like that, man. I like that. Keep it chill. I like it.
Chill at night for sure.
Exactly. I like it, man. I like it. Cool, man. Cool. All right. Well, hey, man. We'll ask too. What would you be listening to during the day then? Would it be a little more hype?
Yeah, during the day, shoot, I'm probably on the Eagles for sure. A lot of I forgot one job I do. I coach back at my high school this year. A lot of my kids been putting me on this NBA YoungBoy a lot. So I've
Okay.
been listening to a lot of him. Lil Durk for sure during the day. Lil Durk a little bit of both day and night, but yeah, Durk on
Okay.
there. He goes, you know, NBA, young boy, a couple of them, young thug, a couple of them. So
Okay. Yeah, man.
that's during the day.
I don't listen to darker NBA YoungBoy too much, but I know they're big hits, and I know NBA YoungBoy's beefing with Gucci right now. And if I got to pick one, man, I got to go Gucci on that one. But
Gucci on that one too, all
right. right. But hey, man, like you said, your players, man, those young kids, they would not pick Gucci at all. They are like every time I get on Twitter, man, I swear it's just that meme of NBA YoungBoy just with different. Have you seen him? He's got it's him with the mask on. I don't know, man. Like it is literally every kid's Twitter profile picture, dude, of some form. Ones will have like a Hawks hat on or like a Lakers hat on. It's crazy, man.
He's big with this generation for sure. But he got some good stuff. But I got some oldies too. So.
Oh yeah, no, man. I don't.
I kick it back every now and then.
He's not one of those dudes where I'm like, why do you guys like him? Like I'm like, no, man, he's good. I like him. He's good. Cool, man.
He's not bad.
Yeah, no, he's not bad. He's not bad. But I got to pick Gucci if I got to pick one of the two. Cool. So kind of similar question, but on the other end of the media. So you're stuck at home all day. Nothing's working. Your phone isn't working. Computer's not working, but TV is working. That's the only thing that's working. What are you going to be watching all day? What TV show? Maybe movies, or is it just like a sport? Like if it was me, I just put on sports. So,
yeah, I'd probably be watching First Take, honestly.
Okay. You big First Take guy?
First Take, I am. It's the best available option.
Okay. No, man, I love First Take. I love First Take. I watch First Take literally every morning, but my girlfriend hates Stephen A. but yeah, she's just like, man,
I'm up and down with him.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, but that's how it goes, you know. Some takes he has, I wholeheartily agree with, and other ones I'm like, what are you talking about, Stephen? But that's just how it goes, man.
Yeah, sometimes. Then you flow into around the horn. Check my guy Harry out every now and then.
Yeah, man. I love around the horn. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, man. Yeah. Harry was on the episode earlier today.
That's probably where I was at.
Okay, cool, man.
I saw that. He had a good shirt on too.
Hell yeah, he did. I actually ordered that one from Home Field. So it should be coming in soon. Well, hell yeah, man. We'll I got one more question for you, so we'll let you go after this. But this next question is a question that I ask everybody as well. So just to kind of give you an idea what I'm asking when I say this, like, if there's something that you would want my listeners to know about you, like what's beyond the basketball player, you know what I mean? Like, are you a man of faith? Are you a hard worker? Are you a really easygoing guy? Like what would be one thing that you would want my listeners to know about you, Devin Mitchell?
I kind of was like the most like boring person. So,
okay.
I guess that I would say that things to come for me is just kind of the more creative side of me over the next, I think, couple of years. Some of the things I'm trying to put together and do. You see a lot more of the creativity side of Dev. I don't think a lot of people have seen that. So interested to see how it goes. But yeah, that's what I would say. I think I've been kind of, since I haven't been playing as much and things like that, I think I've kind of found a little bit of creativity within myself. So I've been tapping into that. And that's kind of where I've been at.
Hell yeah, man. I love that answer, dude. That's awesome. I'm excited to see what you got unfold for us, man. We're gonna be waiting.
Yeah, hey, you might be saving this clip.
Say what now?
So you might be saving this clip one day.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Well, hell yeah, man. Dude, it was so awesome to get to talk to you and get to know you better. I'm sure I'll see you at some of the games next year. Because I love that you as a former player come to as many games as you do. I just think that's so cool, man. So, but yeah, man, it was a joy getting to talk to you, man. Joy getting to know you a little bit better. I'd love to have you on in about 6 months or so, maybe towards the beginning of next season, and we'll just kind of touch base and all that stuff. But thank you so much for coming on tonight, man. It was a huge honor to have you on. You are an actual Georgia State legend, so it's a complete honor to have you on, man.
No, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate your words. And that's definitely good to know. That's kind of our whole thing. We all kind of want to lead that way and try to lead the program better than how we found it, man. So hopefully, these next guys doing the same thing. So.
Oh yeah, man, and that's exactly what you guys did, man. That's exactly what you guys did. So thank you again, man. I just can't thank you enough, man. And have a good night and God bless.
All right, man. You too. Appreciate you.
Of course, man.